Are you busy? Have you had like any emergencies?
Not with the conference, but with the cooks.
Welcome to CVC Virginia Beach 2017. This is one of my favorite conferences in the entire United States because it's at the beach. Dr. Dani McVety, and you might know her because she has Lap of Love, which is an in-home euthanasia service. And Dani, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Ernie.
All right, we're here at CVC, and obviously she's talking a lot about how to make the euthanasia experience, more enjoyable. That's not more comfortable. How do we describe more supportive?
More supportive, because we have to support the human animal bond that people have with their pets, whether or not it's a farm dog or it's a little Yorkie in the purse. It doesn't matter. We get to support that human animal bond that they have with their pet. So that's the word I like to use. We're not supposed to make it a fun, happy experience, but it can be a comfortable experience.
So how did you get into this? I mean, I know a little bit of the story, but explain again, why euthanasia?
So I say this facetiously, but I actually really do mean it. I graduated in the part of the class that makes the top 90% possible.
Me too.
Right, as many of us did. As veterinary professionals, we're the only medical profession licensed to take a life.
Right.
We're the only ones. So why do we qualify statements like, this might sound weird, but I'm good at euthanasia, or this might sound strange, but I really, really like it?
And it's a fact of life. I mean, I think sometimes, like you're saying, like vets want to ignore this part. Even pet owners want to ignore, inevitably your pet is going to pass. We're going to pass. It's just that veterinarians can help assist in that passage and make it more supportive and comfortable.
It's an if, not a when. Then it just kept growing and growing, and there's so many doctors that wanted to be a part of this. And make a long story short, we scaled, and I partnered with Mary about a year later, and so that's what we do.
If you are interested, lapoflove.com.
Yes.
She is really doing amazing things to help pet owners with this most difficult, but one of the most important parts of life. So again, Dani, thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you, Ernie.
Everybody say hello to the internet. I am here with a very special friend. This is Dr. Heidi LaBrie. She is a board-certified veterinary dentist. So this is the lady to ask about your pet's teeth. So Heidi, before we get started, again, I want to thank you for all your contributions to the profession. You've done a great job at helping pet owners take better care of their pets' teeth. If you had one bit of advice that you could give to every pet owner out there, what would it be?
Start thinking about the teeth early, especially if you have a dog that's going to be 20, 25 pounds or less. Periodontal disease is one of the biggest problems we see. And while I love those miracle surprises, when we get those dogs with really bad mouths and they're afraid of doing the anesthesia, but we get them in, they do great. 2 weeks later, you know what they say? Oh my gosh, he's like a new dog.
Right. They feel better.
Oh, and I love those stories. But you know what I'd love even more? Never getting to that stage that they felt so bad. Multiple extractions had to make them feel good.
On this, what about bones? Should people be giving their dogs bones?
Well, from a business aspect, I love doing root canals. So sure, give those bones. My rule of thumb, literally, thumbnail. You have to be able to put your thumbnail into the product. It has to have some compressibility, some bendability. If you can't bend it, compress it, put your thumbnail into it, it's probably too hard and it can break their teeth. No antlers?
No antlers, right. I mean, these things really wind up causing significant problems. I mean, not only breaking teeth, but becoming obstructions, which then me as the surgeon gets involved. So anyway, Heidi, I want to thank you for taking time to talk to pet owners today. It's been a great joy working with you. I've known this lady for a long time, and she is the real deal. So thank you.
Dogs, there's little dogs and there's big dogs.
I love this product.
That's you. That's you. You're a star. You're a star. You have your own business card.
I am joined by this young man. I've known him since he was in veterinary school, Dr. Jeremy Keene, all the way from Tennessee?
Yep.
Tennessee. And I'll tell you what, he is one of the leaders, the young leaders of our profession. And Jeremy, it's great to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
All right.
Good to catch up.
So, you know, we were just kind of talking about family life, work-life balance, all that kind of stuff. Jeremy, what kind of advice do you give young vets out there? I mean, you've done a great job. I mean, you've kept it together. I mean, you are successful, yet you have a really, really solid family life. What's that one bit of advice you'd share?
So yeah, I mean, basically you need to have a good work-life balance when you get out of vet school. What my recommendation is when you're about to graduate veterinary school, you need to make a list of 5 different goals. 5 goals, 5 practice goals, what you want to do in practice, and then 5 life goals, what you want to do in your personal life. And so you need to make those goals and then kind of set a schedule on when you want to attain those goals, because you need to kind of have that balance. So if you want to go in and you want to learn a new skill such as ultrasound, a new surgery, you know, set that goal on when you want to learn that. And then your personal life skill, you know, or personal life goal, if you want to if you want to start hiking more, you want to start canoeing more, kayaking more, you need to set those goals on when you want to do that. The other thing I really recommend doing, work where you live, not live where you work. You basically want to go in there and you want to find a place, look geographically where you're going to be happy. Do you enjoy kayaking, canoeing like I do? Do you enjoy snow skiing? You want to go somewhere you're going to be happy. And so start looking for jobs in those areas. You know, you don't want to get in an area that you're just you're basically living where you work, because you're going to be miserable. And so you want to have that balance there, because when you get off work, you want to be happy. And so you want to have those things that you can do.
Wow. Guys, that is about the most salient bit of advice I can give anybody, goal setting. This young man, I'll tell you what, I am so sad. I missed him. I tried to get him to come work with me years ago, but you know, like you said, he likes the mountains, he likes the canoes, I like the surfboards, I like the ocean. But regardless, this is a guy I've been following closely. I'm so glad to call Jeremy my friend. And I'll tell you what, thanks again, man, for that advice.
All right,
man. If you're at CVC and you got a few extra wrinkles that you want cleared up, I guess these guys got you covered.
Watch, here.
How are veterinarians, are they well behaved?
They're awesome.
Vets are awesome. Thank you. Anybody gives you trouble, you let me know.
Okay.
That is a wrap from CVC. I've got to dash and catch a quick plane, but you know, CVC never fails to deliver. It's really one of the best values in continuing education. Just perfect locations, great speakers, and even better attendees. So, until next time, bye.